Hello, ladies and any gentlemen that may be watching this at some point. This is Monday, May 8th already, if you can believe that. This is Move It Monday for consultants, leaders, anybody who wants to learn and grow and share and network and have some fun every Monday night at 5:30 Pacific. Tonight, I have my lovely co-host, Vicky Hoover on the right and Gail Jamison on the left. And we are going to talk about a little about parties, which combined with how we're doing the royal jelly in relationship to StayRoyal, as well as doing back of the hand facials, because a lot of times I think that's kind of a scary term. People think, what is a back of the hand facial? What are they talking about? Am I supposed to pretend like I know what that is? I know when I started, everybody said it like it was, saying chocolate milk, and I had no clue what that was, and I would just kind of nod and smile like, oh yeah, I know what that is, sure. So at some point I put together, I talked to a couple leaders that have been doing them forever, and I put together a little step-by-step instruction sheet for everybody who's interested. So we're going to share that tonight. Gail's going to talk about how she uses it at her parties and at her tabletops. And then Vicky is going to start us off talking about royal jelly and StayRoyal. And so we're just going to get going. So Miss Vicky, take it away.
Thanks, Lori. I think a lot of you probably know that I sell a lot of royal jelly. It's my favorite product, and it's what I'm most excited about. So it's what I talk to people about.
Really quickly, tell us who you are, because some people might not know watching the recording, and how long you've been with JAFRA.
Okay, Vicky Hoover. I'm from Whitefish, Montana, and I've been with JAFRA for 32 years. So yeah, long time. Anyway, I was one of the top sellers in Royal Jelly Rituals, StayRoyal program, and I am very excited about the Royal Jelly program. It's the best we've ever had, I think, and they keep adding to the Royal Jelly now. I think it's what everyone should sell. So the way I do my whole business is around the rituals. And what I do to get prospects, when I go prospecting and stuff, I do use the Royal Ritual sampler, okay, the sachets. So when I am out and about, anyone that I see, because it's so simple and easy to do, I ask people if they, I'm talking to them in conversation, and I'll just say, hi, I'm Vicky Hoover, I'm with JAFRA. And they usually say, what is that? Or, oh, I love JAFRA, or whatever. And I say, I have some samples. Would you like to try them? And most people always say yes. If they say no, I'm fine with that. Just move on. I put my card on it, and I put instructions on it. And I always write down their name. I say, if I give you samples, I just want to check back with you, because it does say use on half your face for 3 days, and I will check back with you. And you have to call them in 3 days. So be sure and get their name. And I do use this right now. Jackie had out the 100 names sheet also you can do, and I'm a little behind on it, but I'm going to catch up for May. Be sure and always call them back when you get their names. But this is how I have called and talked to people and scheduled parties. I have sponsored people through this. I have also, if I have time somewhere, I will take the sachets off and actually put them on the back of the hand and show people how they feel. It depends on what you want to do, what your people are like, how much time you have. But it's so easy to do this with people because it only takes a few minutes to talk about. So this is really the basis for my whole business. I totally believe in the Royal Jelly program, and it's mostly what I sell right now because it is the best. It's the best we have. So this is what you should be using. This is the best product, I think, on the market right now, and I tell people that. So people do, I've even had people call me within the 3-day period and say, okay, I want it, because they love the way it feels. And a lot of times I will text the person that I got the number from and say, so good to meet you today. Thank you so much for trying my samples, and I will be calling you back on Tuesday or whatever day is 3 days, so that they remember, because so many times people won't remember to use their products. So it's a good way to keep in touch with them and remind them. So I love the Royal Jelly ritual products. Were we going to use any of your
Yes. So I want to show you what Vicky was showing you when she held up her the sachet. What she's showing you is this little. There's a bunch of people have put together things we can use, like little tools we can use to attach to explain how to use the samples and that. So this is one of them. You can print it off 8.5 by 11 and cut it in 4. And this is what she had stapled to that sachet. So it basically says use on half your face for 3 days, compare, and call me. So the idea is that they would use it, what they normally use on one half of their face, and then the samples on the other half. Now, some people are going to be like, oh no, that feels so good, I want to go on my whole face. And that's okay, of course. The idea is that you want to get them to use it. And then this just explains to them, number 1, you do this, number 2, you do this, number 3, you do this. And I'm going to, all the stuff that we're talking about and showing you tonight, I'm going to post them all on the Amber Region Consultant Team group so that you guys can have access to it and use whatever pieces of it that you want to. Rochelle Barnes recently printed off or created a trifold one that I have also used, and now JAFRA has this gorgeous fold out royal jelly. I'm going to show you, yeah, a trifold that's amazing. That's brand new. They just put out that talks about it's daily nutrition for your skin. It's downloadable, or you can buy 5 of them for $4, which I would highly recommend that you just buy some. But if you do not have access to it or you need it digitally, it is available digitally. But this one's just great because it explains exactly what's on it.
On it too.
What was that?
It does have the order of use on the back of it, which is very nice.
Yeah, so that's really nice, especially if someone buys one of the sets. You can give them something that's really beautiful to have. And also when their friend says, what are you using? They're like, oh, it's this stuff. And then they can show them. I think you might as well give them something pretty they can show people too. So, but for parties, for tabletops, it's a really good option. Let's see, I think, yeah, so that's that portion. Anything else you wanted to add on to that? And we were going to show them why we do StayRoyal.
Yeah.
Because Jan Iverson came up with lots of numbers. I think she's on with us tonight, actually. And go ahead, Vicky. You can explain this. I'm going to show you, and you can walk them through it.
Well, Jan is always so good with this kind of thing. She always figures out why you would want to do any of the JAFRA programs and how to do them. So basically what she is showing here is if you had 5 new people each month, how if they sign up for the 90-day plan, it adds up, and you would end up with the profit of $247.50 each month. And then once it repeats after 3 months, because it's 90 days plan, you're going to end up with $495 for the next 3 months. And then the next 3 months after that, you'll end up with $742.50. And then after that 3 months, because you keep adding 5, you're going to have $990. So that's $1,000 that you can make if you just sign up 5 people each month of a year, and it just keeps repeating. So at the bottom she said sign up 50 clients and your annual sales will be $19,800 retail with an income of $9,900. That's $10,000 that you could have if you had 50 people signed up in the StayRoyal. With 100, you would have an income of $19,800, which is awesome. So it is the best deal. It's the best for people that want to use the products. When you think about it, it's 5 products for $99. If they're doing even the 3 months, 4 months is 25, 3 months is, what is that? 30, $30 a product. So no, $30 a month per StayRoyal program. So that's not very much when you think about 5 products each month that they're using, because that's how long it lasts. So it's a great way for women to get into the program. And I actually did start a lot of people that said, I don't do skincare. And I said, this might make you get into a routine. And they have stuck with it, quite a few, some of them not as much. But, you know, I think it's a great way to get women started on a routine, and for them to sign up and get a good deal. Now this month it's $129 in the book. So if you talk about the StayRoyal program at your parties, you're gonna probably get people to sign up once they try it at your party too. So, because I've signed people up at parties.
I was talking to Jan earlier today, and she was saying, actually, Jan, are you on right now?
I am.
Do you want to share how you kind of tweaked that? Because I thought it was really interesting how you. I know we're kind of going off track a slight bit, but I thought what you're doing now is really smart, and might get some people, might be a better way for some people to transition to StayRoyal.
Well, when I first started, what I did was I signed up clients that already loved the royal jelly, and I signed them up on the StayRoyal because, like Vicky said, it is the best deal. But when you're introducing new people to the program, what I'm doing now is I will sell them a set, and on the bottom of the set, I want them to write the date that they started using it. And that way, once they get close to using up that set, then they can sign up for the StayRoyal. They'll have a really good idea of how long the products will last them. And so they'll know whether to sign up for 90 days or 120 days or 60 days. And the other thing that I've learned is to really point out what a good deal the StayRoyal is, because even if they would just buy 2 of the products, the Global Longevity and 1 of the vitamin infusions, or say the solar protection, that's more than what the StayRoyal opportunity is for them. So what I'm realizing is that I have clients who are seeing maybe they have 2 cleansers left on their shelf, and they're needing more of the vitamin infusion or more of the royal jelly longevity balm. And what you need to have them realize is that having those extra products does not mean they're not getting a fabulous deal. And if they do have leftovers, that maybe they can share it with somebody rather than drop out of the StayRoyal. And I think if we tell them that up front, then that's something that they can be aware of. What do you think, Vicky?
So you're telling them that if they...
I'm just explaining to them what a great deal it is, the value, and but I always tell them that it's a $215 value and they're getting it for $99. But to explain to them that it would cost them more than the $99 to buy just 2 of the products.
Right.
So if they have 1 or 2 products sitting on their shelf because they're not using it as quickly as some of the other products, that's okay, because there's no way you're going to use up every single thing exactly at the same time. And so they need to be aware of that. And I don't. They could even come back to us and buy the vitamin infused product or whatever product they're running out of. They could buy that in between shipments so that they don't have a buildup of stock. But that's what I'm finding with people is that they're not using it up as quickly as what they think they are, or they would, or that they have one or two products that are brand new and they haven't even opened, and yet they're running out of other products.
Yes, and I did address that with JAFRA. I talked to somebody in customer relations, and I asked them if they could, because I was canceling someone, and I said she loves the StayRoyal program, but she has a stock of it right now. She has
Right.
And a lot of times what happens is they're not using it day and night. So, you have to get them into that habit of using it day and night also.
Right.
Have them understand why they should use it day and night. And then the customer relations, the CRT person said, well, you can always go off and come back on. So when they use it up, they can actually come back on and they'll have a better idea of what they can do. And also they're going to have more choices. And if they sign up through your link from your JAFRA biz, they do have more choices and they can change them. So that's another option.
Right. And I think, and I'm like you, I honestly believe, every single person that I signed up loved the products and they loved the program, but they just felt that they were getting too stocked up on what they had.
Mm-hmm.
So
not everyone. I have a lot of people that still use them.
Oh, I do too. But I'm saying the ones that wanted to cancel or postpone their orders. I've had that happen too.
Right.
And I had one lady that canceled and now she just signed up again. Mm-hmm. So it's just a matter of, like you said, using the products too.
I like the idea that you sell them the set. Do you sell it for $99 or what's in the book?
Well, what's in the book.
Okay. I like the idea that you're selling it so one, they can get used to using it and they appreciate the value of it. And two, like you said, you can kind of gauge how long it takes to use the cleanser. I have clients that are using the solar protection not just for their face, they're using it for their arm as well. So in between, they're getting that. I have another client that orders another longevity balm in between because she shares it with her husband. So I like that idea, Jan. Great.
Jan mentioned something too, we just kind of offhand, which I've thought of too, is that, because the value, you're basically paying $20 a product at $99. Mm-hmm. And if you're doing it every 90 days, it's roughly $33 a month or whatever, right? So for 90 days worth of product, if you are using up 2 of them and you have 2 that are sitting on your shelf and so you're getting extras, donate it to a women's shelter or give it as a gift for a birthday, or if you're not using it, it's still less expensive for you to stay on StayRoyal than it is onesie twosies and buy a whole bunch of to just have stuff and just buy 2 products. Like you said, it's going to be over $100 for just 2 products versus getting the set and having it for for that price. So I think there's it's just we just have to educate them.
Always use that as prospecting too. You take it out and you go, let me put this on the back of your hand, and
yeah.
And that's exactly my point. I just think we need to. What I've learned is I need to explain it better to my clients. So what I find, if people know what to anticipate, then when it happens, they don't panic. They don't think I made a mistake. They think, oh, well, Jan told me I'd probably have extra, and it's okay.
Right.
So once that, to me, that's what being a consultant means. A consultant, you're consulting them and helping them make good choices. And so when you explain to them what may or may not happen, depending on how they use it, then they're comfortable then when it does happen, and they don't panic and think, oh shoot, I really made a mistake, I don't want to do this.
Exactly. Cool. Vicky, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we let Gail tell us how to sell it?
I wanted to add something to that. When you do your prospecting and you text them, I thank you for meeting. I try to do that before the end of the day, and I say, it was a pleasure meeting you. Remember, I'm going to be calling you. That way they respond more likely that day because they just met you. So you get the value of, we've already connected.
Right.
So very good.
It is good. It is a good way to do it. And the people that I have done that with are more likely
to try it.
And to answer me when I call them. So.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's about relationships? What?
Yes. What?
Yeah, that's like Jan said, we're consultants, and our job is to provide a service. And that's really what this whole thing is about. That's what we're doing in this business. We're providing a service, and we're basically thinking for that person. It's our job to train them and show them and help them to make the best decision, because that's why they came to us in the first place, is they didn't know the answers, or they didn't have the right information. So, okay, so Gail, just give me like a 10-second who you are or whatever, and then I'll pull up the screen and you can talk about how you do your little demonstrations.
All right. My name is Gail Jamison. I've been with JAFRA 20 years. I am in Monrovia, and I am loving this company more and more every day, because we just succeed and overdo what we did yesterday, and it's just an amazing place to be. I've been doing the back of the hand facial that Lori is putting up, and I do that either on a one-on-one or in my parties. I bring it out physically, and I have it in a little sheet protector, and I have the consultant information on the back, because they're gonna want it. So here's what it is when you join. Little side bit, but so I take it out and I tell them that I know I have been with JAFRA 20 years. I give them my little story and say that I've been with JAFRA 20 years, and I could just tell you everything that I love about JAFRA, but this little sheet right here tells me exactly what I need to do so that I stay on track. Will you ladies help me? And so sometimes it's a one-on-one, and I'll give it to her. So I'll talk, this is the creamy cleanser. It goes on lotiony, and you mix it with water. You wash your face, pat it dry, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I go through each one of these products, and I talk about it and giving them the benefits of it. And I give them the choice to either do it on the back of their half of their face or on the back of their hand, depending on where we're at. Of course, if we're in a party, we're doing it at the table. And I'll have the mud mask on the other hand so that they can experience the mud mask. So if we're at like Panera or something, they'll do the back of the hand facial on their hand as opposed to their face. So I talk to them about the cleanser, and then I tell them about this tool, and I talk about it. It does not come in the set, although it is something that you really, 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 really want to have. It's amazing, and I tell them that it's a sonic, stimulates the circulation on your skin, and I demonstrate it. I mix it with, put a little water on here, and then I pour it on the tool, and I do the back of the hand. And I tell them it's about 2 minutes, kind of like you sing happy birthday to yourself, or like you would tell your children to sing to them, get back in there. Remember back in the day when your parents said, go brush your teeth, it hasn't been 2 minutes yet. So I do that for about 2 minutes, and then we pat it dry, and love JAFRA's tools of the explodable, expandable washcloths. Very cool. So I have that in water, and then they take and they wipe it off, either their face or their hand. And then while their face is dry, I talk to them again. This is not in the set, but this is Royal Jelly Lift Concentrate. I tell them I love this product, and the reason why I do is because it goes all 7 layers of your skin. Burn centers use it for scar tissue, acne, stretch marks. It's just kind of a miracle in a bottle. And when you put this on, you'll experience a little sticky kind of sensation and tightening, because that's exactly what it's doing. JAFRA's products are very targeted. So we talk about that. And then something new I've started, I have them put it on one hand, and then someone shared with me, one of my clients said that she puts it on her tool and she massages it in their face. And she said, I love it. So you can use the tool for that as well. So then
about the lift concentrate?
Yes, she loves it.
Interesting.
Yes. So she uses the cleanser, rinses it off, and then she'll put this on the stimulating tonic split tool, and it massages it in her skin. She says, I just love it. So little tip. Then I talk about the hydration and the pore minimizer. I don't usually have them put it on the back of their hand, but I tell them, again, target specific. If you have pores, you're going to use this. If you need extra hydration, you're going to need this. And then I talk about the solar protection, and kind of share the story that what I shared earlier about you can design for your face, but really you can use it everywhere. It has chicory root, it has collagen, it has vitamin C to helps with all the dark spots. And I have them experience it on their arm here, if we're doing it back of the hand, so they can go, oh my God, it doesn't smell like copper tone.
I will.
And then I talk about the Royal Jelly.
I do want to mention that the order of use here that I'm doing it one by one, the solar protection actually goes on last. They've changed that. So that goes on after your Royal, so if you switch 6 and 7, then you,
okay.
But for those of you watching the recording, that has been a change that JAFRA has put out. So.
Okay, well, I follow it.
Yep.
So we talk about the solar protection, and then I talk about the Royal Jelly longevity and how it's the mother of all moisturizers, and it goes, again, all 7 layers. It has every vitamin known to man, and this is the got-to when you need a moisturizer. And I have them put that on. Usually by all of that, then the mud mask is usually probably cracking by now. You know, it gets real tight and dry. So I'll get another sponge and I'll wipe the mud mask off. And oh my God, you can see the difference in their skin. Amazing. So I'll usually sell the Royal Jelly Ritual along with the mud mask. And I tell them, if they purchase the set for $129, I will let you have the lift concentrate for half off. So I usually do either the tool or the lift concentrate. So.
Well, the interesting thing too, I think, is that if they decide to be a consultant, all of those are in the consultant 129 kit. So
and that's why I have it on the back of my.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
So if they really like it, then I say, well, then I have an even better deal for that 129 set. You can get the entire Royal Jelly and this lovely bag. Isn't this bag designed perfectly?
I love it.
Yes.
Very cool.
So yeah.
You guys are so good.
The night cream, the new night cream, I talk about it. and I put it on the other arm, and I said, oh my, we're running out of body parts. I'm gonna have to borrow your legs here. You're gonna have to schedule a foot soak or something because I have to have you try all these products.
Very nice. Very good. I like the way you think. Cool. Well, really quickly, I know we have covered a ton of information and mostly about royal jelly, but just kind of tie it all together, I wanted to talk to you guys about selling and how you can piece things together, pick your top 3 favorites, and make whatever money you want to make that month, and how you can figure that out. So every month, I've started putting together my favorites as well, and so I'm going to show you well, it's 11 minutes. Maybe it won't go 11 minutes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I show you a video that Vicky and I put together that kind of explains what it is. Actually, I'm just going to do it rather than play the video because that way I can adjust for time. Okay, so I'm flipping this up in just a little bit, but I have all the information right here. So I can just show you really quickly. All right. So every month, when you go into your sale brochure, you can kind of pick 3 of your favorite items. And for time's sake, I'm going to go straight down to royal jelly because that's what we've been talking about today. And basically, this applies at parties. This applies, which is kind of what we're discussing, is how to make money, how to do parties, how to do back of the hand facials, how to sell StayRoyal, because then your party is ongoing because you have recurring monthly income, right, from StayRoyal. So as you can see, if you pick 3 things, like this month you've got the new Navigo Ocean Duo for $32. You have the Diamonds Blush Duo for $32. You have the Almond Trio, Olive Trio, or Spa Duo that are $32 each. If you take that and you kind of pick your top 2, you can combine them. You could say one for her, one for him, and combine the Navigo and the Diamonds Blush for $64, right? So we can package stuff up. Or you can do the royal jelly set. And if you do a certain number of them, so if it's $32, if you sell 32 of them, that's $1,024 retail, and you just made $512. It can be over the course of the whole month, or it can be in 2 days. However hard you want to work and however many people you want to talk to, it's up to you. It's your business. But because just for time's sake, I'm going to jump right down to the royal jelly set. If you sell something for $32, it takes 32 people to get over $1,000, which means you're going to get all your StayRoyal benefits. You're going to make over $500. You're going to be on your way to earning rewards and trips and all kinds of things when you're doing that kind of business. But it takes 32 of them to get to 1,000. It only takes 8 royal jelly sets. Or if you're selling StayRoyal, it's only 10 to get to $1,000 retail, which means you make $500. Now, the effort expended there for a royal jelly set, or only 8 of those versus 32 people you have to call and sell royal almond to, I like that better. I like having to only sell 8 of them instead of 32 of them. Besides that, when you are doing a skincare set and you're selling skincare, the resale on that, people fall in love with skincare and then they want it. When they run out, they got to get more. And it's a lot more consistent resale, I would say, than body products, though people love their body products too. So it kind of depends on your audience. You know, if it's a guy, maybe not. Maybe he's going to want cologne. I don't know. But, you know, whatever your favorite items are in your sale brochure, go for that. But so, for instance, royal jelly. This month, this is the first time I've seen them do this. For the $129, and I'll just skip right over. So these are the sets that I was talking about on my spreadsheet. Just going to flip through them really quickly. So if you're doing the royal jelly set, normally you have to pick one cream or balm. This month for $129, you get both the longevity cream and the longevity balm. Now, if you were to buy those 2 just by themselves and nothing else, it would be $140. So for $129, you get both of those, a cleanser, your choice of either one of the serums or the solar protection, and your choice of an eye cream or the spa or the scar balm. So that is a ton of value for $129. You've got their eyes covered or scars, depending on what they're interested in. You have their specialty serum or solar protection covered. You've got day and night cream if they want to do that, or they have one to keep and one to give away. And they have a cleanser for less than only 2 of the products would cost. It's a huge value. So if you're looking at that, like Jan was saying, you could get them on this set, and then when they're ready to reorder, they know how long they've had it, how long it took them to use it, and they're going to know which StayRoyal program will work best for them. So 8 of them, you make $500 because you sold over $1,000. You're going to make $500. It's pretty cool. That's a very simple little spreadsheet I did. We do have that on YouTube. Well, we did a whole walkthrough of it and went step by step, and that's been posted in the group as well. But it was just kind of wanted to include that because the Royal Jelly Set is such a huge value this month, and you can make great relationships, number one, because people are going to be really happy with you because they have great skin and their skin feels really good. That's going to make them really happy, and it's going to be great. You're going to be very popular. See how that works?
Lori,
Yes,
can I do a little product testimony here?
Absolutely
on the new soothing Royal Jelly balm.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I was going to be on this Zoom call tonight, and here on Friday I wake up and I've got a big welt on my lip, which I rarely get, but there is a medication that you can put on that helps it go faster or whatever, but I didn't I didn't have any, and so I thought, well, I'll try this new Royal Jelly extra soothing balm, see what happens. And I put it on, and I put it on twice a day, in the morning and then at night. And it never, the cold sore never materialized. It didn't blister. It stayed there, but it didn't materialize. And I just thought, wow, and it could be, I don't know that it was because of that, but I don't know what else it could be either, because it's never happened that way before. It always blisters and then it hurts and whatever. So I don't know if anybody else has ever had that experience, but it's not fun to have a big old thing on your lip.
Well, I'm glad to hear it was just felt good. I mean, we don't know if it was exactly that, but it sounds like it might have helped. And if nothing else, that's really good. I know I got I sunburned my lips this weekend. I put it on. It just felt really good. It's really soft and soothing, and just felt good on them because they were hurting. That's awesome. I love it. All right, I am going to stop recording so it's not super long, and then we can ask any questions or chat, unless Gail or Vicky, you have any closing comments that you would like to add? Anything I forgot that I should have talked about? Hold on.
Do you want me to do the box?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Show that to me.
When I do my tabletops, this is your Royal Jelly box. And what I did, just something very simple to catch the attention. I open it up like this, and this right here is taped on, but I put a little flower at the top so it's attractive. But last month's catalog has this little 40%, and I just cut it out and I put it on the inside of the box so you can promote the StayRoyal when you're at your table. Just an idea.
So that is the StayRoyal box. If you sell 4 of those, JAFRA automatically ships you one. So you get a free box, just for any new consultants that don't know that. And it is also the box that you would get if you earn the Fast Start. So There's a couple different ways that you can get that box free and do what Gail is doing with it by showing it to sell or sign people up with it. You can use it a lot of different ways. It's awesome to get a box like that. You can turn around and sell all
You
the
feel so special.
Yeah.
For sure.
JAFRA just keeps outdoing themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Actually, I'm going to go
I
grab.
like it for tabletops. I think that's really good.
Mhm. I love it. It's very eye-catching. Like 40% off. What?
And they take a few steps back. Tell me again what that's all about.
Yep,
That's good.
exactly. I wanted to see if I can find the trifold. So it's called Daily Nutrition, and you can find it in, here it is. You can find it in Beautiful under download under my library, but I want to show it to you really quickly because it's a really great training tool and information tool for you to show at parties. It is a trifold, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see it because it's pretty detailed. It's called Your Daily Dose of Beauty, and it talks about nutrition and what's in royal jelly that makes it so wonderful for our skin, to give our skin our daily nutrition that we need. It's just really well done. It stands up really nicely on the table. You can set up the set right in front of it. And then it also has the Lift Concentrate, the eye cream, and the smooth and firm skin nutrients, which is our vitamin. And then on the other side, it literally has the whole how to do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, based on what you're doing. It has all the the vitamin serums, what order to do them in. It talks about the sonic cleansing tool. It has the cream. It has the solar protection. And then, of course, it has the simple, it does the 1, 2, 3, 4, but then it puts them all together as an order of use at the end. So it's just really beautiful, well done, lots of great information. So you can get those on JAFRA Biz when you're placing orders. I'm going to grab the number really quickly. The order number is, wait for it, 24934. And that is on your order form.
That's the English one?
Yep, 24934. It's on the right-hand side here under business supplies. And it's called, in your order form, it's called the Royal Jelly Daily Nutrition for Your Skin brochure. And it's a set of 5 of them for $4. So it's very, very good value and just really beautiful, and has a lot of great information about why Royal Jelly skincare is so good for you. So I think that's a lot of information for you guys. Yes.
It's a good thing to give with a set when you sell a set too, for people.
Yes, so. Definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. I am going to stop recording, and then you guys, if you have any questions, our Q&A portion will go for a few minutes if you guys want to ask questions. Okay, so thank you, Vicky and Gail and Miss Jan for stepping in and answering some more and talking about some more ideas. See you guys next week, same time.
Thanks, Lori.